Man, can you believe it's been over a year since I've last done one of these? It is way, way overdue. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to What the F Happened?
What? Happened?
Now, in case you don't remember how this goes, I'm going to remind you. I take a certain topic and I compare it to how it was back in the 90s and talk about the drastic changes that happened to what it is today. And this is actually a part 2 because the second video of this series already talks about this topic, but I'm going to talk about it again and about some other things that have really, really changed. So today's What the F topic, it's part 2 of hip-hop music. But in addition to the music, I'm also going to talk a little bit about the hip-hop culture of today and how drastically that has changed since the 90s. We have several things that we need to cover in this video, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Back in the day, we had songs that had a great beat in addition to substantial lyrics. When you hear the music, it gets you hyped up, it gets you excited for the song that you're about to hear. And when you put those substantial lyrics with the beat, you have an outstanding song. What I mean by substantial is they are lyrics that rhyme well and actually talk about something. In addition to that, you hear words throughout the entire thing. Now, there is one thing that has remained the same in terms of hip hop. It's that beats are still very, very good. They've evolved quite a bit, but it still sounds great. And a good example is the song by Migos, Bad and Bougie. It's a song that has a great beat and it's very enjoyable. Another great example is Future's Mask Off. I freaking love the flute part of that song. I really, really do. I can't even lie. I really like the beat for that song. Another good example is this song by Lil Yachty. But when you hear the lyrics of each of these songs, you get this shit.
All set. Woo, 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 woo. Bill be playing with pots and pans. Coming Quavo Ratatouille. Yeah. She back to the bone. Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet. Play with that pussy like peekaboo, play with that pussy like peekaboo, play with that pussy like peekaboo, play with that pussy like peekaboo.
What the f happened? Back in the day, each rapper and rap group had their own style of lyrical delivery. In other words, you can tell which artist was who because no rapper copied another rapper's style. Everyone was very, very distinct.
I hear Brenda's got a baby, but Brenda's barely got a brain. A damn shame, the girl can hardly spell her name.
Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kinda odd.
It's beginning to look a lot like wood. Follow my every step. Take notes on how I crept. I'm about to go in depth.
Who rock grooves and make moves with all the mommies. The back of the club, sipping my wet is where you find me.
Once upon a time, not long ago, when people wore pajamas and lived like slow.
Went solo on that ass, but it's still the same. Long Beach is the spot where I serve my cane.
Nowadays, every damn rapper raps the very same way.
On records, got backers on backers, I'm riding around in a coupe.
What you telling me? I sense the jealousy, I got telepathy, I got the recipe.
I got them scared, I go head over here for these niggas. She thinks she the one, but to me she ain't that.
She had a nigga that was on the music scene.
You may make any change. Good at my dad, new Jane. Can't on my neck, I'm the man.
I don't really care about my enemies. My new career came with amenities.
Now, that's not to say that rappers back then didn't do it, but the only one that comes to mind that did it was Bone Thugs and Harmony. And it was okay back then because they were the only ones that were doing it that way. while I'm on the subject, please stop comparing mumble rap to Bone Thugs and Harmony. It is not the same damn thing. We couldn't understand Bone Thugs because they were spitting too fast for us to understand each word that they were saying. We can't understand this mumble shit because that's exactly what it is. Mumbling. But anyway, like I was saying, what the happened? Well, in terms of the music, that's really all I wanted to say, because in my first video about this topic, I spoke a lot more about the hip-hop music. And now I'm going to talk about something else in the hip-hop culture, appearance. And I ain't gay or nothing, but back in the day, we had some very handsome rappers. And for the ladies, they were incredibly sexy. They had the talent and the flows on stage, but they were also eye candy for a lot of the women. Now, of course, I'm not going to lie and say that every rapper back in the day was good looking. I mean, these dudes right here weren't the most attractive. However, look at these ugly ass mother... I mean, what the happened? I mean, look at these dudes, man. Man, all these dudes just ugly as I don't know what. You got this dude named Kodak Black whose face looks like he can break a Kodak camera. Lil Ugly Vert, 21 Savage Face, all the members of Migos, Lil Payne, Lil Boat, who, if he would just get rid of these damn dreads... No, he used to be ugly as f***. Never mind. I mean, what in the happened? Same could be said for the female rappers of back in the day too. Because even the tomboy looking ones, you could look at them and tell that they were 100% female. There was no doubt about it whatsoever. When I first saw this person at the BET Awards last year or year before, whatever year it was, I would swear up and down that this was a dude. It wasn't until much later on after the awards when I realized this is a chick. Wow. What the happened? Leslie Jones made a good point about something when she hosted the BET Awards. Back in the day, rappers who didn't use their real names came up with stage names that either sounded cool or in some way was a true representation of the kind of rapper they were. The examples that Leslie used were Old Dirty Bastard, who's an old dirty bastard, Biggie, who was a big guy, and Busta Rhymes, who always busts a rhyme. Oh my God, help me as I do this, because there are so many stupid names of today. Alright, here we go. What the hell even is this? I mean, looking at this one really hurts my brain. How did he come up with this? Why would a grown man literally call himself this? This is stupid. Nothing about this name sounds cool. Look, man, I don't care who you are. Never in your life name yourself after the Lord and Savior. This one's kind of lazy if you think about it. I mean, all he's doing is naming himself after two pieces of jewelry that he wears around his neck, and he just put a Z on the end. It's kind of lazy. I mean, when he had his last rap name... Oh, no, this one no better. I don't even know how to you pronounce this. Well, when you're an ugly guy, you gotta have an ugly name too, I guess. I actually like this guy as a rapper, but I just don't understand the name. I greatly respect everything that this man has done, except for the stage name that he gave himself. I have a strong feeling that these two knockoffs wanted to call themselves Crisscross, but since it was already taken, they came up with this dumb-sounding shit. And that's just a few examples of the stupidest names that I've seen from rappers here today. So yeah, hip-hop names. What the happened? Going back to the male rappers of back in the day, when you look at them, you can tell that they are manly. You look at every one of these pictures, and you can tell that they are 100% manly. Would y'all look at this fruity ass shit that these rappers are wearing nowadays, man? You got Migos with this top half of a romper looking at shit they got going on. You got Young Thug and all these other dudes wearing dresses and shit. What about this is okay? I mean, seriously, what in the f happened? Alright. I think I've spent enough time talking about this now. So anyway, the point is, yeah, a lot has changed, and you know a lot has changed from hip-hop back in the day to what it is now. And like I said in my first part of this video, I'm going to stick with my 90s music. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with everyone you know. And I will see you on the next one. Peace. And I know that a lot of what I said probably triggered some of y'all, so from me to you, I don't give a f.